See the truth reflecting back in 1,000 different eyes.
Welcome back to the Fathers Making Progress podcast, the podcast that talks fatherhood, family, leadership, and the real work that it takes to build stronger communities. This is the Girl Dad episode, so we have some real dads here, first love, life lessons. This one is special because we're talking about fathers who understand that being a girl dad is not just about protection, but it's also about presence. So we're going to listen, we're going to hear some real stories. We're going to hear how people, who people are. And we are going to learn more about our Fathers Making Progress Girl Dads. We actually have all 4 of our Fathers Making Progress Girl Dads of the years. We got our inaugural Girl Dad of the year. We got 2024's winner. We got 2025's winner. And we have this year's winner. So we're going to get a chance to hear from these guys and learn their stories. Big shout out to Community Care, who's our sponsors, who's also our partner of the years. So the Fathers Making Progress Awards is coming up. We still got a couple tickets left. Get your tickets. Go to the website. Get your tickets. Go to the link below. Get your tickets. Get your tickets. Get your tickets. Come celebrate with us. Come love with us. So, hey, let's get right into it. Who you be? Who wants to go first? Who wants to talk about, we talk about the stories, we want to give people space to share, kind of where they are, who they are. We're going to roll back titles. First and foremost, who are you? Who are you as a man? Who are you as a husband? Who are you as a girl dad? Who wants to go first?
Are y'all actually looking at me? Come on, man. Let's get it.
I was going to lob it up.
Okay. All right. Elisha Barren, Eli, because most people mispronounce my first name, so we don't even give y'all that trouble. Outside of being a girl dad, I am an amazing son. My mama would say so herself. I'm advocate of the community. I actually mental health and substance abuse counselor for 15 years. But I have since stepped aside and worked directly with the fathers that I love. Yes, that's really working with them family dynamics is just one of those things that I completely just engulfed myself in. Outside of that, man, I'm a Bears fan.
Oh, you trying to start? You trying to start? He not trying to start.
Let me go ahead and kick this off real good.
He not trying to start a debate. He trying to start a riot.
Yeah. I'm a Bears fan, diehard.
But you a Lions fan, so
that's right. That's right, proud, true, yeah, buddy.
He don't know his place. But so I'm pretty much a guy that I actually came here in Milwaukee, 1990. Actually on Juneteenth Day. That's the first day I stepped in, which is actually my birthday too.
Your birthday? Yeah.
So I came to this wonderful, amazing city that they call Milwaukee. I didn't even know black people was living here.
Yeah, we still hear that. Right?
Still, literally didn't know, but I still have to. But most people are well aware now. But I'm just real big on family. That's first and foremost. If anybody knows me personally, know family comes first, and everything else. We just fall in line, just fall in place. That's me.
Definitely. All right, so we can't go around. So who you be, sir?
Who I be? My name is David Comer. I'm a lifer of Milwaukee, born and raised in Milwaukee.
Why are you looking at me like
that? I just want to let you know. I got a really unique story. At 18 years old, I got this stereotypical conversation from my parents, like, hey, go to military, go to college. So I went to school in Minnesota, so I do understand, the love from other places. Outside of being a girl dad, man, that's really tough. As you asked that question, I'm trying to think, what's my identity outside of being a father? I'm a husband. You know what I mean? So yeah, I guess we're talking about unpacking those things, right?
Yeah.
I like to believe I'm a community advocate. Like everybody at this tape, I work with fathers. I work with dads, first time, repeaters. I'm always interested in what inspires people to be a father. And family, like you said, is very important to me. It's at my core foundation, and growing to and through my decisions as I think about what I need to be for my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm goofy. I have a sense of humor. Not many people may know that, but I have a sense of humor, dark sense of humor. I'm a millennial, man. So we, but yeah, also I'm a dreamer. Like I believe in hope, and I'm a continuous a lifetime learner. So I'm always receiving information from people, and so I'm looking forward to learning today as well.
Love it. All right. Mr. David GreenHeck, how you doing?
Yeah, another David here. David GreenHeck. Proud, very proud, new girl dad. Year and a half girl dad. Yeah. Thank you.
To the club.
So I have to say, I am very excited to get all of your advice on how to raise a strong, just a good person. That's most what I want is, just hear some advice on how can I raise a girl in this world that we live in right now. But outside of being, girl dad, very undeserving husband of my amazing wife. I don't know how she does what she does. I think that's what honestly makes me want to be the dad that I want to be, is because the work that she puts in every day is inspiration. So it's like I can't take days off because she doesn't. Also a teacher. Been teaching in Milwaukee for about 11 years now. Milwaukee College Prep, 6th grade English.
Yeah.
Yep. Repping the Maize and Blue, 2023 national champions in football.
Hell.
Current basketball champions. So,
There you go.
I'm about to start singing the fight song in a second.
right.
Just keep flipping at this table. I don't know where he at. God.
So that's always been a passion of mine. Just teaching, coaching. I think that's ultimately a lot of where my dreams to be a dad came from is, first connecting with kids through my classroom, and then ultimately, wanting to have a family of my own to raise one day. So really happy to be here and just looking forward to learning from you all.
Love it. Thank you. All right, last but not least, Brother Tristan, who you be?
Hello, everyone. My name is Tristan Gross. I am the husband of an amazing wife. I echo your thoughts there around, that inspiration and motivation that comes from my wife, and ultimately the person who was the other half in me becoming the father. And I have two daughters, 17 and 11. And David, when you said I struggle with my identity outside of a father, like that really hit me. I've worked in community for the entirety of my career. But when you become a dad, especially when you become a girl dad, you begin to transform the world so that it's a better place. It's a safer place for them. And so now, there's so little that I do that I don't think about, how am I trying to move people? How am I trying to move society to show up differently for women and girls, And so, that really hit. We about to have a therapy session. Outside of that, I've done work for a number of years around violence prevention and intervention work, working heavily with community violence and firearm violence. Spent a number of years doing work around domestic violence on both sides of that. So working with men who are on probation for domestic violence offenses, as well as doing survivor services, and then worked with youth serving organizations for a number of years as well. So just really thinking about, I believe in people. I believe in the human spirit. And more than anything, I want people to heal, because it's only through healing that we get to the truest people that we are.
So since you got the mic, Tristan, 2025 Girl Dad of the Year, what did that recognition mean to you?
I don't know. When you called me, I feel like I ain't say nothing for a minute.
You didn't. Okay. I'm like, hello? Did you hear me? We got a bad connection? You still there?
I didn't have words. I don't, those of us who do what we do, right? I think from a genuine space,
that's right.
We don't look for the awards. We're not looking for the recognition of it that comes with it. I'm just trying to be the father that you know, and this has evolved over time, going from being like the father that I needed to like going to be the father that my daughters need me to be. And you know, it didn't feel right. It didn't, because I mess up all the time, yo. I mess up. I make so many mistakes. And so somebody calling me and being like, "You're Girl Dad of the Year," and being like, "Me? Was you should have been in my house last night, right?"
That's not what they said.
But it really took, you know, for me. I think we were talking on the as I was driving, and I shed a few tears after we got off the phone. Like that, like the way that hit me in my spirit. Was I don't think I have the words, and I didn't really believe it. I felt like an imposter until I shared with people that like this nomination was there, and it took me a couple days. Outside of my wife, I don't think I shared it outside of that for a couple days. But it didn't really resonate with me that it was real and that it was potentially deserved until I got the affirmation from other folks.
Yeah. That's heavy, and a lot of I hear a lot of parallels when you know what he said with a lot of folks. First of all, like that whole thing about, and that's why it's so awesome, you know, that I get even though I'm not picking who wins, like I get the privilege a lot of times of being the person who calls and gets to share that moment, because I know I have yet to call someone and they said, "Give me that award." Yeah, that's what I, you know, it's usually who me. And those some very, very, very awesome people and who really deserve their flowers, they're not doing it for the flowers. And I know that's a very, very common response. And even just down to the validation part, because folks should know. I mean, like that's part of the folks should know that other people notice. Yeah. Folks should know that other people notice. Yeah. So anybody else? How was it for you, Eli? Like, and I tell you, like Eli, you know, for those who don't know, Eli and his, you know, he has two daughters. You know, he's a girl dad twice. Him and his youngest daughter have been to like about every daughter dance since she was
single one.
Ever since she was able to dance.
From 3 years old. Yeah, from 3 years old to she'll be 18 this year. Wow. And we have not skipped not one daddy-daughter dance since then. Outside of, I think when COVID shut it down for like that 1 year. Yeah. Something like that. Or a year and a half, whatever. And the thing is, what you're speaking of when you say it resonated, when I got the call, man, look, when he first told me, yeah, you've been nominated, I'm like, that was emotional enough for me. That was like an award within itself, just to say you was nominated, because like you say, nobody, you're not really thinking about who's thinking about you. In that sense.
And I want to say this real quick. How he got nominated was a really true. He got nominated. It was like this one of the elders. Shout out to I think it might have been Miss Terry, but one of the elders said, "I just saw this story in the paper about this young man, him and his daughter, have been at his dance so many times, blah 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 blah." And then she showed me, like, she sent me the article, and I'm like, Eli. Because he's been part of FMP forever, and that's how the nomination, that was how the nomination came in, you know. So it's just like you say, it's like you never know who's watching.
It's I'll say that I think I'm getting better practice at not breaking down here. So I'm gonna keep looking at y'all and laughing because it's a psychological game I got to play with myself. This is practice. I've been practicing this of not every time I talk about these moments. But I'll say that when they actually told me that I won won the award, man, I got emotional right there on the phone. Talking about that pause, and I was choking up on the phone talking to him. Because the first thing you want to do is, why me?
Yeah.
I didn't know you was paying attention to me. I didn't know how much it meant.
Yeah.
And oh God, dang it. Here you go. I got this. But like, even if you look at when I had won the award, I couldn't even get through the speech at the podium. I had this whole speech prepared, My daughter like, yeah, she record me on the phone. Next thing you know, she hear me. And next thing you know, she sniffling in the background. I'm sniffling at the thing, at the podium. Then she started making laughing jokes about me. Yeah. Because like you say, I think it resonates with a lot of fathers, and Teron has echoed this, that we don't always get the recognition. I'm not even gonna say that we think we deserve. Because I'm not gonna say that we think we deserve, because we're not doing it for the recognition.
Right.
It's just that we surprised because it rarely comes. Someone rarely speaks on it. We speak on a lot of things in the community that's going on with family dynamics, but normally it's celebrating the fathers is not really a thing that's common. It's not commonplace in our societal norms, so to speak. So when it happens, I think every single father, man, when we sit in the father the groups with the men, I've never seen so many men get emotional just talking about their children, because they're not used to being able to sit in a safe space to talk about their dynamics and their struggles and their love for their children. Because in the barbershop and on the porch and with your fellas, we're not able to do that. So when we're able to talk about our daughters, and it's different with our daughters and our sons. I have 2 daughters, everything. My son, everything. But it's different. It's different with your daughters, man. Because as you say, you look at world different. And when you brothers have said, I don't even know how it feels to describe myself outside of being a daughter dad. Yeah. Like my identity. Everybody knows me as Narissa's dad. I don't even have a real name. Especially from the daddy-daughter dances, and, we do this big thing every single year and make a big thing on social media about it. Mm-hmm. But nobody knows me as my name. Who's Eli? Who's Elisha? Oh, that's Narissa's dad. That's happened in the grocery store. Narissa said, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this one lady said, ain't you the girl, ain't you? Yeah, they do dance. But I don't get no recognition for that. But our kids, man, our daughters, it's, like I said, I'm not going to go too far into it, because I know where I'm going to be at in this podcast and be like, what happened to the guy? He had to go to this station.
Man, I tell you,
it's a journey.
Because Naris just announced for the college, and you don't know this, but I was ready. I'm going to call David, man. We got to make a plan, because if she say she going away, we got to figure out something.
She's staying home.
She's going to UWM. She's staying here. But I was like, man, I don't know what this brother gonna do, man.
It's amazing, man. I have 2 daughters. My oldest daughter is 29, and my youngest will be 18 at the end of July. And the different dynamics is so different. Yeah. And I'm quite sure we'll get into some of those things, but when you can pour into your daughter and you can make the world better for your daughter, as you say, you start looking at the world differently. You start preparing the world differently. Every time something comes up about a guy did something to a woman, prior to having daughters, you respond differently. But now you're trying to look at it in a more empathetic space and looking at it through their lens and through their eyes. And as a father, as if that was your daughter this is happening to. Yeah. No matter what it is, whether it's in some hip-hop video, whether it's some crazy thing with a politician, whatever it is, now we resonate differently. We respond differently, man. And that's why I come at people's throats when it comes down to our young ladies now. It's a totally different space that we walk in.
Man, thank you, man. How about you, David? Like, how was it when you got that call? You were actually our inaugural. You were our first Girl Dad of the Year, and we did it a little different then, and we switched the format a little bit, because for a lot of reasons. But David didn't find out until the night of, because it was we did it like almost kind of like Grammy style, But so how was that experience?
Echoing everybody, I felt undeserving, right? And then I felt seen. I think part of the emotions is like being seen, and being seen as like men as nurturers is a thing that we don't necessarily get an opportunity to experience in the public. And so I felt that, and my wife being my cheerleader and my champion, it was like, you deserve this. This is something that I want. She pushed me. She like, let's get this new suit. you know what I mean?
sound like my wife.
Right,
Oh yeah.
Like I was her kin doll, right? You know what I mean? Like she wanted to show off. And something you said earlier, Tristan, is that you said as well, David, is that I am only the father I am because of the wife and the woman she chose to be. And that's a choice as we think about family dynamics, right? And think about the freedoms that I am allotted as a father. And receiving that award had me reflect on that, the freedoms and the mistakes and like growing through the pains. And at the time, we're going through something very challenging with my oldest daughter. Mental health is a real thing. And I'm going to be honest, like non-suicidal self-injury, like, cutting and stuff like that. And so we're going through that space. And it's like when I got the nomination, I'm like, why? But, I think I had to sit back and reflect and say, let's just normalize celebration.
That's it.
Right? So let's normalize being seen. And something you said, Eli, that there's not many safe places where that can occur. And we try to create those safe places. I know it's like double dutch. You're like, you see, you with a friend and you try something and they say something, you're like, I'm gonna back out. I'm not gonna jump in. Right? Or,
perfect is not a prerequisite to being a father making progress.
That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah. We're not seeking perfection. We're seeking progress, and that's right, 100%. And it's something I experienced this weekend, which again, the award was like a prerequisite. Like I graduated and it was like a 7-8 year journey.
Let's go.
Like
man.
starting and stopping, right?
Yeah,
starting and stopping.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. But my daughters were there. Like what Rick Ross said, he was like, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. My kids and my wife were with me shooting in the gym. Yeah. Right. And having the opportunity to walk across the stage and for them to see that award was I would not been able to receive that if I did not receive the award from Fathers Making Progress. Because that was practice. Like I was out of practice of being acknowledged, even by my family. Because what we do, we put our heads down, we grind, we pivot, we shoulder so many different things, and because it's just something that we feel as if we should do, because I think we could do it better at times. Go ahead.
When I was given a national honor by the NPCL, for Fatherhood Practitioner of the Year, and I'm just thinking about what you're saying. It was my mom and my wife who. Yeah, let's go get this new suit. Hey, this is a big deal. Pull my son out of school so he can come. And I'm just, and it's so funny because I was just like, we're not taking him out of school. But we start. It's so funny because I started telling myself, and she told me, it's just like, if I was in court fighting for my life, he'd probably be there.
Ooh, right.
So it's just like this. Like you said, with me shooting in the gym, it's just like he should be here. He needs to be here for this moment. We need to celebrate. We need to celebrate this. I need to be okay with being celebrated. I feel that. I just said that. That resonates. That totally resonates. With me.
Again, being seen,
like for real, being seen.
Like being seen is a tough.
Accept these flowers.
We celebrate people that we don't even know all the time for holidays.
Yeah,
all the time. Yeah. Why not celebrate the people you actually have poured into and the people that's poured into you? Yeah, pull them people out of school to celebrate you, because we pulling them out for whatever day and whatever national holiday of origination, wherever. So yeah, most definitely celebrate.
So David, you're this year's Fathers Making Progress Girl Dad of the Year. When you found out you were receiving that honor, what went through your mind? Like how yeah.
I mean, not to sound like a broken record, but echoing everything you all have said, just honored, completely honored, but also like, why? Like feeling like, okay, yeah, I guess I changed a mean diaper, but like, yeah, I mean, when I think about like being a girl dad, I'm thinking farther down the road and like being that example of like, showing my daughter this is the type of like man, this is the type of love I want you to seek one day, and being that for her. I haven't done that yet. Like she's 1.5, so I was just like, dang, I guess I talk a lot about her, and kind of then thinking back and reflecting, like, that's not intentional. I guess it just comes out. Like, I don't go to school and say, like, I'm going to talk about Sadie 32 times today. It just happens.
But it just happens.
Yeah. And I think that's, like, where I sat back and, like, had a moment to think, like, yeah, I really do, like, put effort into this. And I take being a dad very seriously, and I care very much about it. And again, I, shout out to my parents who gave me that example, to my wife who, just is that example every day. So when I got the moment to be like, nah, I really do care about this, and I really do put a lot of work into this. And, I guess that comes through and other people see that. It was humbling to be like, okay, now that I know this, I got to keep doing it. And I got to keep improving and keep pushing to be the best dad I can be. So almost in a way, it was like a challenge of like, okay, you are a great dad. How are you going to keep being a great dad? How are you going to take that next step to be an even better dad? Like, how are you going to get ready for the next thing that your daughter's going to go through, the next thing your son's going to go through?
Man, that's it. And let me ask this. And this is for anybody. Pick up on this one, based on what he just said. Like, what does it mean to be the first man in your daughter's life?
Y'all step. No, I don't want to answer. Go ahead.
I think I'm gonna take a bridge by saying it's more than just to affirming my brother David here. It's more than just changing diapers.
Yeah,
it's establishing, like, you are establishing safe attachment. At this point, right? Like, we sometimes downplay what it means to be around in those early developmental stages of our children. But, like, when we talk about healthy attachment styles, like, that stuff starts immediately. So mean diaper is great, and there's a whole lot.
I like how you did that. That's real. That's real. Yeah, there's a whole lot behind a mean diaper. Like you just said. Like, yeah.
It's all encompassing. My bad.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's all encompassing. As you think about the stages, like from the diaper, I remember changing your daughter in public, like when you in public.
Yeah.
And as you know, there aren't many changing stations in the men's restroom, and so sometimes I call it Ninja Dad.
On the lap.
Look. So first of all, having all the sanitary things together, right? Mm-hmm. You go inside the bathroom, I'm locking the door. It don't matter. Mm-hmm. My daughter's in here using it, or I'm changing my daughter. So as it relates to, like, being I guess, like, that first man inside our kids' lives is like in that secure attachment, that security, that provision. And like something that you are representing, Eli, is dating your daughter. Like, I make it a point to date my kids. I have 3 daughters, so 3 daughters, 3 different hair types, 3 different styles, 3 different types of dates, and so making it my point to date them and then allow them to, like, check me. And so giving them that autonomy to do so. Like, even like this weekend, my kid, like, one of the things that this was like taking the leap and being courageous. I told my daughters, protect yourself from everybody, including me. Mm-hmm. And so giving them that power to say no to me. Mm-hmm. I'm your daddy. Mm-hmm. Like, just say stop to me. I'm your father. And I remember the first time, and it was no bathroom, right? Like, no locked doors. Like, I'm using the bathroom, she's using the bathroom. I come upstairs, the door is open, and then she covers herself up, right? And my daughter was like, I think she was like 10. I was like, whoa, we're here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, we're here. And so, like, that's all encompassing. It's so crazy, like, these milestones, these impactful scenarios and situations all contribute to being the first male representative for them, and then allowing yourself to apologize when you create it, cause harm. Oh, yeah. It's so deep. And I'll pause right there because, I mean, I got stories and feelings. I'm feeling these feelings right now. So.
But, I think part of that is, right, like, I remember the first time my my Raja, when she was around 2 or 3, they get into that that independence phase. And up until that point, right, it's been me carrying you around. I got you in the baby carrier, we doing all the things, and there are these moments where you have become attached to the activities that you do with your daughters, and then they say no. That I don't want this anymore. I don't need you for this anymore. And I think what that begins to represent is that, one, I am locked in and paying attention to you when we and I think setting the standard that her feelings, her boundaries, and her preferences are all valid and deserve to be listened to and respected. And like that's man, because I had a similar moment, right, where it's like, oh man, like we do need to, right, like you go close. I gotta knock before I come in. I gotta, and those were never things before. And now my youngest is like, what did she tell me the other day? She was like, I'll hug you when I want to hug you, but like, like. But that was our thing, you know what I'm saying? Like we would, and she's like, "Nah, bruh."
Wow. And you talk about just emotionally showing up and just learning, like, cause I had boys for a long time. I had a house full of, it was just straight testosterone, like Milwaukee Bucks, wrestling, WWE, just and it's just like. Even just parenting different, like for example, like I know when the girls started, because I had a bonus daughter, and I had one of my cousins who we raised in our house, and anyway, it would just be like even just something as simple as when I'm upset with them or disappointed with them, like they call me out, like so you're not going to talk to me right now. Right? like you don't have anything to say, and it's just like I'm like, gosh, like it's just me. I'm just like I'm processing, and I'm trying not to snap so they start crying and stuff, but it's just like I'm showing up like in their mind like I don't care anymore, and it's just like just learning and just checking
it's
and just
messy.
learning how we communicate and these lessons we learn, man. It gets deep.
It's messy. It's messy.
Well, I'm gonna split it here. See, I'm gonna go with a little caveat in there. I have 2 daughters, 2 different households.
Oh yeah.
2 different states.
Oh yeah.
So I can most definitely, vehemently say it makes a tremendous difference with showing up in your daughter's lives. With the dad that Nyrese got, Tanasia did not get.
Yeah, I feel that.
Go ahead.
All good. And we it's we live and we learn, man.
I'm gonna go on to somebody else.
Yeah.
We told you I ain't practiced this good. That's all. Go on to somebody else. Go ahead.
So I got 3 daughters. Not the same situation scenario, but they're 3 different kids. They're 3 different attitudes, 3 different emotions. Loving on them differently. And it's challenging. Like I was saying earlier, it's messy.
Yeah.
I fight with my daughters. But when they were really younger, I used to roughhouse with them. Right? Like, clothesline. I'm throwing them on the ground, right? Really rough. And then they hit me like, oh, wait, I don't want them to associate this physical, violent activity with love.
Yeah.
Right? And so for years, I stopped. And my daughters grieved that.
I'll say that.
Wow.
Yeah.
They told me, like, Dad, why don't you fight with me? Yeah, come on, Dad.
They wanted it.
No, they grieved that, man.
I'll say that when I was saying with the daughters, I think I got my controls.
Yep, there you go.
I think I'm good. I
passed it
right the way. Okay. Thank you for the interlude, brother. I needed that. That's how y'all supposed to show up for each other. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Thank you.
Next time I'm gonna let you cry though. Everybody gets one.
Okay. So what I say is like with Tanasia, so I moved to a different state.
Yeah.
I moved to Milwaukee, and I came back here because I had moved away. I moved to Kankakee, Illinois. Yeah. and that's where my oldest daughter was born at. And I came here in like late 98, I believe it was. And so Tanasia, I had to try to be a father long distance with her. And the same relationship I have with Nyrese, I had Tanasia the same way up until that 13-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
Things started changing. She started liking boys.
Yeah.
You know, I was getting the phone calls. What's she doing? She outside with her little boyfriend. What? Ain't
Right.
we don't. I still remember it like it was yesterday when me and her mother got into a big, blown out crazy. I wouldn't say it was blown out. I feel like it was warranted. You know, as a father, and about she got a little boyfriend outside she talking to, and she 13 years old, and I knew then like, ooh, what am I doing here? I knew then I couldn't protect her the way I should be. And now what Nyrese gets, she got that all the way through.
Yeah.
Tanasia did not get that all the way through because she couldn't wake up in the middle of the day or after school or say, Daddy, this happened. I need to talk to you right now. Not saying that Nyrese do it neither. You know, Nyrese, but it's just the presence.
Yeah.
It's just the presence. And, you know, so their paths and how they are with their dad, their relationship with their dad is different.
Yeah.
You know, Tanasia is 29 years old now. You know, I have 3 grandchildren, 3 beautiful grandchildren. And Nyrese is about to be 18.
Yeah.
And now Tanasia is, you know, trying to make sure that she's at Nyrese's graduation.
Beautiful.
You know,
yeah. Big sis.
You know, yeah, she big sis. But even those dynamics, even between the daughters, because the daughters was in 2 different households. So one daughter saw the other daughter as taking that space that she thought she deserved. So that's why every time on social media, we had this discussion.
Yeah.
Anytime I mention Nyrese, I always say my youngest daughter.
Yeah.
So that people don't never think that I'm excluding, that as if I'm isolated, as if I only have one daughter. I have to vehemently, I have to really train myself to make sure to take that extra step. I can't even mention one daughter, even if it's just Nyrese accolades. I have to make sure because I never want my oldest daughter to feel left out. You know, so that's a struggle. And thank God, gentlemen, your daughters right now is in the same household. Because I'm coming from a different dynamic where not only 2 different households, 2 different states. And each time I always went out of town, guess what? I always took my youngest daughter with me to be with my oldest daughter. And my son, because he was here too. So we always took both of them. Because I always tried to, I'm the youngest of supposedly 22 kids, the youngest boy. And my sister was supposed to be the youngest girl. I say supposedly because you never know what DNA test was doing back then. You know, but, hey, they were just, you know, the fathers maybe, you know, so you know how that works. But so I always try to make sure that my kids always grew up, you know, having a bond and things of that nature. But every time I speak about my daughter, it's always a little bit more painful for me because we talk about our shortcomings. You know, we talk about, man, we screw up all the time. So when I got called for the award, that's why it was even more emotional to me because I'm thinking about how much I went through with the oldest. And even though the youngest is like, Daddy is everything in the world, the oldest daughter like, you better get your stuff together. Yeah. You know, Daddy, that for you, but I ain't get that part of Daddy.
And you know, and that's the thing. You know, we talk about co-parenting, right? Mm-hmm. You know, and it's just like as I hear you talk about, like, man, you know, I'm able to show up as the daddy I am because of my wife. I'm able to show up as the daddy I am because of my wife. I'm able, you know, and it's just like how I'm allowed to pour into you has nothing to do with the amount of love I have for you. You know, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of dynamics there. You know, as you all know, it's not the same thing, but it's like I lost the son, and it's just like how we allowed to pour into our children. You know, a lot of times. You know, like there are things sometimes we have no control over, you know, and and it's hard because we all love. I mean, we love our, what is that? When they talk about equity as opposed to equity. The difference between equity and equally. Yeah. Man, facts of cap. I want to do some facts of cap, man. Facts of cap. So facts of cap. So what we gonna do is we gonna debunk some common myths. This is Facts or Cap Girl Dad editions. We're going to debunk some common myths. I'm going to throw out some things, people say about fathers and daughters. Some of it might sound old school. Some of it might sound cool. Some of it might sound real. But, let me know what y'all think.
Gentlemen, I just got to preface it with this. You guys are going home to wives tonight. At some point, your wives will see this. All right, carry on.
Don't scare the real reaction out of them. We want to keep listening.
That's why I got 3 jobs.
Hey, I'm standing on mine. That's what
I'm talking about. All right. So I think Facts or Cap. Dads cannot nurture the same way moms can. Facts or Cap.
Okay, so I said cap to this real quick earlier.
Uh-huh.
I think in a way that is typically stated, it comes out of these really traditional gender norms of mom as the nurturer and dads as the protector and providers. And I think because my wife and I, not only because I'm a man and she's a woman, because we're 2 different people with 2 different sets of life experiences and beliefs, we nurture our daughters differently.
Yeah.
And I think what my children then get is the choice between what type of nurturing they want. Because there are times where something happens and my daughters come to me.
Yeah.
Versus there are times when things happen and they're like, I want my mama. Right. And so, and we don't have to get in this thing where we're comparing and contrasting. I think for me, I feel grateful that my daughters get the choice of who and how they want to be nurtured.
Okay.
I love that answer. And I think, ideally, that's that having 2 different perspectives to choose from is amazing for our kids. Mm-hmm. I would add in just couple little caveats because I just experienced this. Biologically, there are some things that we can't do that mom has to do and that she deserves all the props in the world for because, that labor, delivery, breastfeeding, all that stuff is no joke.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
And I often feel like, I don't know, you all feel the same way, sitting there feeling like I wish I could do more to help you and feeling like just guilt because like you have to go through this and there's absolutely nothing I can do. I can bring you water, I can grab you a pillow, I can wake up at night, I can do all this, but there is absolutely nothing I can do to help you go through the bodily changes that you're going through, the pain that you experience, the loss of body autonomy that you go through. But I think when it comes down to raising a girl together, I think it's essential to have both mom and dad and have mom and dad, not necessarily always on the same page, but kind of operating out of the same playbook so that they grow up to be the person that we're both proud of.
Okay. Man, I got. Let somebody else want to chime in. I got another one. Okay. Move on. All right. So do what I say, not as I do. Works with daughters. Facts or Cap. He said, "Do as I say, not as I do." Works with daughters. Facts or Cap.
It most definitely. I think it still works. You're an adult. You're a parent. You're a leader. You're their guidance. Your children know from early on. It depends on how you're raising your child. That just because you see this adult does this, I'm still showing you what is the right and wrong way. So I might slip up as an adult. I think that it really matters just when you acknowledge when you're slipping up in front of your child. Like, let's say if you cussing, I try my best not to cuss around children at all. So if it slips out, I'll apologize and stuff like that. That way they know it's a flaw. And it's okay to have flaws and slip up. And not that my child is ever, because they're not cussing when they're not around me. So that should never be a slip up at all. So, but I think that, just if you give direct instruction, I think it'll be okay.
Any other thoughts about that? Facts or Cap? It's so quiet around here. What y'all doing?
I don't want to take up all the space.
Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
again, right? Like, I don't know. I guess my problem is I live in the gray area, right?
Okay.
Because I think there are times, right, when I, where I look at things that my daughters do, and I'm like, oh yeah, you got that honest. Like you got that honest. Like, and so I think for all of us, there are things, right? There are things that we pay attention to what our parents do. And those things are what become normal. And even though, like, again, we know we got bad habits, right? And you may be like, don't procrastinate. But if they see you procrastinating, that's what they're gonna do, right? So I don't know. I think that they're, and for one of the things I've encouraged my daughters to do is like to be vocal, to ask questions, to push back. So like when I tell them to do something, it's like going to court. I need to, it's like, well, why? Can I do it this way or can I? So, yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot in there.
All right, so,
Come on.
do as I say, not as I do. I can go out at 10 o'clock at night, walk down the alley for the most part. I can do that. I can do that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? So my fear is my daughter is doing that.
That's right.
So no, you cannot go out at that time. I can walk to the gas station. I did walk to the gas station when I was a kid. My sister couldn't. My sister's older than I am. By 4 years. Or she had to take me with her. My views may be archaic and traditional, but like I think you was talking about equity and equality. There's something that happens. Saying in my house with me and my wife is that there is no equality in our relationship. So just because she can do something does not mean I can do it. Just because I can do it does not mean she can do it. Like what's acceptable for me is different for what's acceptable for her. And I think that's kind of like my lens, like with some things. I mean, not all things, but yeah, I'm gonna call it facts or cap. I'm gonna call facts on that one. I'm gonna call facts on that.
Okay.
I think too, maybe we could add into that phrase, do as I say, not as I did / do, so you'll do better than me.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Right. Thank you for adding
because I think that too, like when I think about Sadie down the line, like I made plenty of mistakes, but I hope that through learning from what I have done and with the stories I will tell you, you won't make those same mistakes. Yeah. And you won't make your life more difficult than it needs to be. So you'll, at the end of the day, have a chance at a better life. And not, I love my life. Not that it's like that. Yeah. Just that there are some things if she can avoid making some of the mistakes I made, I would love that for her. And if me telling her about that can save her from that, amazing.
One last one? Yeah. Okay. Facts or cap. You must respect your daughter's mother to show your daughter respect. Facts or cap?
Facts.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
No matter what no matter what your disagreement is with the mother. Like I said, I use my situation with my oldest daughter's mother. We disagreed on a lot, and it was always in regards to my daughter. Any major disagreements we had, but one thing I never put my daughter there. I never let my daughter see that. I never let my daughter hear that.
Right.
What them disagreements were about. My daughter's never heard what I think of her mother even at my lowest form of myself, my lowest representative of myself. What frustration I would have, my daughter never heard that. She never seen that. I think so you always want to respect the mothers, because once again, it goes back to, your daughter's first example of a man. Mm-hmm. How you should carry yourself in this community. And with women, like when we talked about how we view women now once we have daughters. So at some point, that your daughter is going to be probably somebody's wife, going to be somebody's mother, and somebody's just woman before the wife, So you want to make sure that they see that as this is because you're modeling all those things and how healthy relationships look even when they don't get along with one another.
Yeah, that's real.
I mean, absolutely. But my take is my kids, they're going to get out of my house eventually. My wife is my wife. I love my children and I will love them for life. And my responsibility is to ensure that they become adults and they get, married off and do their thing. So respecting my wife has more to do with my own selfishness, honestly, rather than my kids. It's like I grow to continue to grow and respecting my wife. Like, again, I don't get it right all the time. Also, things pivot because something maybe be disrespectful now than it was in disrespectful in the past. So, like, always pivoting. So, my children, I show my wife like a lot of respect and love. I think like a lot of love at the house. I mean, to the point of I'm gonna put quote inappropriate. Like I'm hugging, kissing, smacking butts in front of it. It don't matter. I'm gonna do this and show you how I don't know. This is my affection towards mom, and I say that's my wife. This is my woman. I tell the kids, hey, leave my wife alone. That's my mom. She's my wife.
But that's deep. Like, but who says that is inappropriate? I mean, so if
I just for the public is what I said.
Yeah, I feel.
There's gonna always be somebody watching this right now. Ooh, you smack her butt in front of your daughter.
I feel what you said. It's I always mess with because my wife's parents have been married for like 40 something years, and Pop is very affectionate with his wife, and I always tease my wife. I mess with her about it a lot, but it's one of those things. It's like it's so beautiful to see. Yeah. It's a beautiful. I mean, you talk about model. That's part of modeling too, right? It's a beautiful. I mean, it's better than what I got sometimes.
Good Lord. Some relationships I saw growing up.
Yeah, better when I
would have preferred seeing just
exactly. Better when I witnessed, man.
Yeah.
I had to put a couple suckers out the house, man.
So you saying when you was younger, you had to assume the responsibility of an adult.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Man, we need therapy.
That's gonna be a whole nother show. This is about to go there.
No doubt at all. Hey, seriously. Yeah. Man. So let me ask, what we talked about the daddy-daughter dance, like what are some of the best what's a good father-daughter activity? What's something that somebody should like what's something you try? Like, good bonding, relationship building activity.
I do my daughter's hair. I'm not good at it. I'm not great at it, right? But I perfected something. A 2-hand strand twist, a flat head twist, and a wash and blowout. That's that's what I do. And it developed out of that torture session when you see your kids, the girls get their hair done, and I'm like, don't hurt my baby's head.
Oh, you're watching. I'm
watching. No, you know what? I got it. I'll wash the hair. I got it. I'll twist the hair. So my 3 girls, 9, 11, and 15, they look at me like, "Hey, Dad, like my oldest, hey, I'm about to take my braids down." Like, what you telling me for? Just joking. She's like, "You gonna wash my hair? You gonna moisturize it?"
Oh, so it's a thing now.
That is a thing inside the house. And it was interesting again having the 3 girls. My oldest daughter, her hair texture is like mine, really kinky. She like light skin like you, but got hair like me. But it's a thing. It's a bonding activity. It's a nurturing. It's validating. And I'm got little black girls, so and validate the hair. But it's a bonding activity that I ask every father to develop something like that. Do your daughter's hair. And I remember the first time I did my daughter's hair, it was just multiple colored rubber bands in her hair. And I asked her, she was about 3, you like your hair? She's like, no, right? She said that, but that was my first time. And so now everybody's a little older. I make hair crack now. Yeah. Like I'm whipping in the kitchen. You know what I mean? So, but even that again, like, hey, Dad, I need some hair crack. like it grows and balloons into something. So again, that small activity where you start off, I'm saying, I was going to do her hair, turned into something that's like monumental and something that's a staple for us. And now I got to do that forever and a day when they get older. But I'm okay with that.
Okay. Any other hacks?
I mean,
Girl Dad hacks?
Y'all already know what I'm going with the daddy-daughter dance.
Daddy-daughter dance.
That's because you're leading up. You're doing everything that you will be planning a date with. Yeah. That your daughter is getting ready. And the way we do it is, it wasn't just, hey, go buy a dress tomorrow and next week is daddy-daughter. Nyree starts planning for daddy-daughter dance after the last one ends. So she's already, that's her prom every single year. Yeah. She takes that way more serious than her own birthday. And that's because that's what she's used to. With my oldest daughter, I realized our biggest connection was anytime we talked about the study of religion.
Okay.
Because every time we would be in the car, somehow that would be a topic of discussion. Because I've always, although my faith, I'm a Muslim, but I always told my children, you would choose your own path.
Right.
I don't never want you choosing to be a part of any religion, any political movement, anything in life, any social gathering without full knowledge of why you're doing it.
Yeah.
So one day when my daughter decided to start studying African spirituality, she happened to call me and gave me this talk. You know, we was talking about that. She said, I know you will understand that because blah, blah, blah. She was talking about how other people in the family didn't. I was like, ooh. You know, once again, knowing what my oldest daughter connection is to me versus the youngest daughter, I felt like, oh, okay, I got a moment. You know, so, and we talked about African spirituality, and I remember getting a book, sending her a book for her birthday about African spirituality because I know that's her lane. That's where she's going.
Right.
As long as it's something that she understands and that's something that she's passionate about, and I always tell them, no matter what you're a part of, if it's making you a better person, I'm going to cheer for you. As long as it's making you a better version of yourself, I'm gonna cheer for you. I'm gonna support you. Now, if it's not making you a better version of yourself, and I see things going kind of cultish or crazy, then Daddy stepping in, and Daddy gonna be Daddy. You know,
Daddy gonna be Daddy.
Daddy gonna be Daddy. So, but yeah, it's different for both of my daughters. It was completely different because my oldest daughter, she did come to one of the daddy-daughter dances when she was 15 years old.
Awesome.
She never came back.
Oh.
It was like,
She won her thing.
She wasn't. After that, she was like, Daddy, it's the winter ball this year. I'm like, you gonna really turn your daddy down for winter ball? You know, but because she just didn't gravitate to that. You know, that wasn't like, I'm too cool for this now. And this is around that age when she started transforming and going into that, I'm a big girl now, so. But yeah, it's different things, man, but most definitely. I tried to do the hair thing, I was terrible. I tried each time. I was horrendous. I remember putting Vaseline in the hair. I remember it was. Oh my God! Yeah. Thank God for you, brother. I give you.
me and Golden.
But it is a moment.
Me and Golden, we would like to garden and talk about science, and it's funny because ironically she is, she just came back from Costa Rica. Where she is studying to be an environmental scientist. Yeah.
Planted that seed.
Yeah. I guess to any expecting dads or new dads, couple things. Bedtime routine. Read that book.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Wake her up in the morning because there ain't nothing better than that smile when she sees you in the morning. And then if you do have to send them to daycare, pick her up because the only thing better than the wake up smile might be the daycare pickup smile. Cause that and yeah, I mean that'll not only be great for her, but man, it will make everything, any stressor that you had during the day, it will go away instantly.
I tell you, man, I'm just almost got it because when you said that the daycare pickups, like I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
The pickup from school. Period. If I can give you any tip going forward with your baby girl. Be the father that picks her up from school. Let the mama drop her off. What I learned is this is a hack. I'm gonna tell you right now. Hope your wife ain't watching this. She ain't watching this. But the mama drops off is not the parent that gets as much acknowledgement.
Yeah.
In Milwaukee College Prep, you probably see it. The parent that comes in to pick up the child is the parent they think is just doing everything. For a while, you'll think that Narice had a single parent. They didn't even know she had a mama. Because her mama always dropped her off, and that's just, going in. But the person that come into school, and I was like a single dad or something. Like, oh, you're doing so much. I got to be like, hey, she got a mama too. It's powerful. And plus that daughter is always looking forward to that pickup from her dad and seeing her dad come through that door or pull up or whatever. So,
man, unfortunately, we are at the end, guys, man. This has been a good conversation. This conversation reminded us that being a girl dad is essential work. It ain't necessarily easy work, but it's essential work. It's not just about, being a protector. We are shaping and forming, our little girls, and in a world that's not always very forgiving, as men, just being able to have the privilege to walk outside at 10 o'clock, right? As men, just being able to have the privilege to go out and have a voice and not have to be taught how to have a voice. Just having a voice automatically just because we're men. About working and being the kind of daughter being the kind of man that your daughter can trust, so that one day she could go on and just continue to build the cycle. I just know, speaking from myself and coming from all the trauma that I came through, hopefully she'll be able to have do better and have better than I did. So thank you so much, here for our guests. Thank you, for all our girl dads of the year. Thank you, Elijah. Thank you, David. Thank you, David. Thank you, Tristan. I appreciate you all. And family, don't wait. Get your tickets to the FMP Awards. Be there, meet us. Come congrats. Come give some congrats. Come give some love to these fellas. Come celebrate with us. We're at American Family Field, home of the Brewers, man. Come out, meet Bernie the Brewer, and hang out with us and have a good time. It's coming up soon. Until then, stay present, stay positive, and stay making progress. Peace.
Fathers making progress, FMP. Every day I strive to be a better me.